When the film industry is built on deceiving the viewer, it is quite natural that one or two stories from the filming will quickly begin to spread, regardless of whether these stories come from an authoritative source or written by someone unknown. I will tell you about such incredible myths in this video. When the sequel to Robert Zemeckis' insanely popular film Back to the Future was released in 1989, many children quickly came to the conclusion that the cool modes of transport used in the cult scene of the movie with hoverboards were also completely real. So it would only be a matter of time before these next-level boards appear on toy store shelves around the world. However, this rumor actually had a rather strange origin. None other than Zemeckis himself started this tall tale by showing during a behind-the-scenes documentary that they have been around for many years. Further, Zemeckis added that parents did not allow toy manufacturers to make them. Some of them fell into our hands, and we included them in the film. It's not hard to understand why the few fans who took this joke as an outright fact adamantly supported this throw-in about hoverboards for many years after the release of the film. Nevertheless, we live in the 2022nd year, and these ultra-cool hoverboards still seem like a futuristic pipe dream. A lot was done in the movie Suicide Squad because of Jared Leto's fierce commitment to the role of the Joker in the 2016 year. In addition to the fact that the star's performance largely remained on the editing floor, as many scenes were not included in the film, Leto is said to have taken matters into his own hands when it came to sending gifts to his colleagues. One interesting story revolved around how Leto sent Margot Robbie a dead rat in the middle of filming. As Leto later explained, he didn't actually send the actress a dead rodent. Then his quote, "It is very interesting how all this begins to live its own life. But I never gave Margot Robbie a dead rat. It's just not true." The Oscar winner revealed that he actually gave her a lot of vegan cinnamon buns. However, there is still some truth in all this. Robbie confessed back in 2016 that the rat was actually sent to her, but she was alive at the time of delivery. And here we have a story about a well-known lion from the Golden Mare Metro Company. Years before Leo the lion became a figurehead of the legendary moving and roaring Golden Mare subway logo, this prestigious role was played by a lion named Slats. And he took his place in the infamous film Glory thanks to a myth that many took for fact after years. It was said that Slats actually killed his coach and a couple of assistants during the filming of his then silent performance. Nevertheless, judging by the fact that the said trainer of the Wave Pfeiffer survived an impressive lion and even buried him in his estate after his death in 1936, any hope that this exciting story will turn out to be true tends to zero. Just to clarify, none of the 7 lions used for the Golden Mire Masters logo have ever killed their trainer over the years. They were all well-behaved boys. It is well known and deeply saddening that Brandon Lee tragically died during the filming of the movie Raven 1994. Lee was fatally wounded by a bullet during a revolver shot and died shortly afterwards during surgery. However, since Lee had starred in most of his scenes, a full-length film could still be released, and a stand-in and computer graphics were used for those parts of the film that the main character had not yet performed in front of the camera. However, this fact soon became known to the public after the appearance of the film. It was said that the moment when the actor was shot on the set somehow got into the finished film. This unpleasant myth was soon debunked by the people involved in the implementation of Lee's latest project on the big screen, as they stated that the footage of the terrible tragedy was quickly destroyed before it could be processed for use in cinema. You've all seen this image, and many of you probably already saw it when you reviewed Ridley Scott's Oscar-winning drama Gladiator and paused at one point or another. But if you haven't, I have some bad news for you. In fact, there was no plane hovering in the background during the filming of Maximus. This widespread myth penetrated the minds of many people a few years ago at the end of a YouTube video, where they decided to use the image of the main character Russell Crowe roaring in front of the crowd, and the plane was captured in the background. It was so realistic that many people were convinced that they had completely overlooked this mistake during their previous views of this film. However, a cursory glance at the scene in question shows that there was no plane in the background. It was just an audacious tactic for the clickability of the video, but it still deceived many moviegoers. And in order not to be deceived and understand how your favorite movies are shot, I suggest you watch this video on my channel. By the way, I have a separate playlist with different movies, fly in and check it out for yourself. Well, if you have watched up to this point, then you liked the video. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video and click on the bell to not miss the videos from my channel. And that's it for me. See you soon.